to a new video. So in this video I'm going to attempt to take my own portraits again because I have a new stand for my camera and I want to test it out. And it's cool because you can also hold your camera in like the vertical, like portrait mode. So that's kind of cool, and I just wanted a new profile photo on like Facebook because I've already had mine for like a year and a half holding Jamie as a puppy. So I thought it would be time for a new photo, maybe to print on my flyers, put on my website, whatever. So I just want to play around a little bit and try out taking my own portrait photos. So as I don't know if you noticed, but it's quite dark outside. Doesn't matter because I have studio lights here. So I'm going to show you how I put my studio lights, like my flashes, which one I'm using. Just showing you how I focus on myself, running back and forth, putting it on a timer function. It is a Nikon camera, so for the Nikon people, it's kind of cool because maybe you can do it with your own camera. For the Canon people, figure it out on Google, I guess. So let's go. I'm gonna change later as well. I put some dry shampoo in my hair to get a little bit more volume. Pretty wild, so that's cool. So I'm still gonna curl it a little bit nicer, like here, and I'm gonna play with my hair a little bit, like flipping it over my shoulder. And I just want to have some volume because my hair is pretty flat normally. So yeah, I'm gonna change outfits later. I might do like the lace dress that's from the Zara. And then I have like a grayish blue long dress, but I want to wear like a blanket around me. And I don't know, I might have some other outfits, but yeah. So the camera stand I got, not sponsored, bought it myself, my own cash. It is a Caruba camera tripod Travel Star 158. Transforms into a monopod. Well, that's great. But I love how you can keep your camera turned around, so you don't have to always take like horizontal photos. I don't know if that's with other tripods the case as well, but I saw this on the internet and I thought that was pretty cool, and I didn't have one yet. It weighs 1.7 kilos, can hold 10 to 15 kilos, and bloody blah. So here we go. So yeah, I already unboxed it, so I'm just gonna show you right now what it looks like. Okay, so here you see the mess. So I use two speedlights pointing towards the background. They are, I'm going to show you, Godox speedlights. Here you see the model, the V862, whatever. So I have them pointing towards the back just to get some light coming from behind. I think that's pretty cool. It's not a bright and white background, so it's not like a backlit photo. It's just to create an extra dimension. So the backdrop, this one is from studiobackdrops.eu. It is creamy colored. It has some like a texture on it, and it's 2 meters wide and 4 meters long. It's not taped to the floor, it's just hanging in there. So we've got two speed lights. Then here we've got the this is like a softbox looking like this. Here you go, it's sticking in. And it's angled, coming from the side, coming from the top, and in there you see the Godox. I think it's the AD400. And later I'm going to show you the settings of the flashes as well. And then here, so yeah, this one is a reflector from PhotoCell. I mean, it would have been cool to have like an assistant holding up my reflector screen. So yeah, I'm gonna take a few photos without the reflector screen and then with, because I know that if I only have my AD400 here, I have quite harsh shadows on like underneath my nose. Just the other side of my face is not really lit up because of course the light is coming only from one side. So I have here my assistant. No, this is like a little chair, and I have some water bottles here so the reflector doesn't fall off. So here I'm going to place my reflector later, and it's just like kind of like bouncing off a little bit of extra light and then hitting the other side of my face just to lighten up the shadows a little bit underneath my nose, and then to add a little bit of extra light coming on on my right cheek as well. I think that's kind of like a cool effect. And of course, when you are the photographer and you have a model, this is an awkward position, but yeah, when you have a photographer, so yeah, when you are a photographer and you have a model, you can see when you take the photos if you want to adjust the angle of your reflector screen. Now I am the model and the photographer, which makes it harder because I will just run back and forth, take 10 photos, see if I need to change anything, try to change it, take 10 photos again, and then find out that the change was not that great. And I don't know, it just, after a while I just give up kind of. So it's kind of like just guessing where it should be. And of course, if you have an assistant, you take one photo and then you tell your assistant, okay, maybe move to the right a little bit, move to the left, angle the reflector a little bit different so you actually see how the light is hitting on someone's face. But in this way I cannot. But anyway, so I've got a simple reflector here. It just has one silver side. So now let's go to the settings of the flashes. So first, let me show you how my camera is actually positioned. So this is the way it is in the tripod. So it's kind of cool because it's in vertical mode. Here you see the actual tripod, not that special, but it's doing the job. Okay, so here let me show you. The two speedlights are actually set at 1/64, and then the main flashlight is the Godox AD400 is set at 1/128. So it's at the lowest setting. Okay, so here you see a little bit of the camera settings. I don't know if you can see. Shutter speed 1/250, aperture 4.5, focal length, in this case it was 45mm with the 24-70 lens. And you can also see the strength of the flashes. I know it's turning off the whole time. Color profile sRGB. Okay, so here on the side of the camera there is this button, and you can change your autofocus points. So instead of a single point autofocus, which I normally use, I have it at auto. So I don't know if you can see what I mean. Okay, so here you can see the inside of my camera, and this is what I have on now. So it's autofocus continuously, and then it's set at auto. So it'll look for me and then focus every time when taking a photo. So this is what you want, kind of. So normally I would set it at a single autofocus point. You can put it at this one, D9, D21, D51, 3D. I actually had it just at auto. So it actually focuses every time when taking a photo automatically at me. Okay, so then I go to the, here you have the menu, you have your playback menu, and here you have your photo shooting menu. And there in the bottom, you actually see the interval timer shooting. So in there, I actually had my, you can see here, every 3 seconds it would take a photo, and then 10 times. Like here you can choose, like I have like every 3 seconds, number of shots. Okay, I thought let's just do 10. And then you just press start and it'll go. Take a photo. There you go, black photo. See, I don't know if you could see, it's kind of hard to explain, but instead of like a single focus point, I went to auto focus point. So normally I don't put my camera on the auto setting ever. My camera settings were still on the manual mode. So yeah, I chose the shutter speed of 1/250. Normally I would put it at 1/200. Yeah, with some cameras you get like a black line in your photo because then the flash is going fast. Well, because then your shutter is going faster than the actual light of the flash hits the photo. So you get a black line in your photo. So 1/250 might not work for you because you get a black bar in your photo. So then don't go faster than 1/200, which should be fine. I have my aperture of 4.5 and then my ISO to match to get enough light in my photo, not too much light. In editing, I didn't do that much. I toned it up a little bit. I made it a little bit warmer, the photo. Just a little bit more like light and then contrast and just playing around a little bit. But I kept it pretty neutral. Instead of a single focus point, I put it at auto, and then in my interval timer shooting menu, I put 10 photos every 3 seconds. So I would actually run back and forth to check if that was correctly. And then when you take photos of yourself, try to like pose like in a flow. So first you go like this, click, 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 click. So you just, every photo, you change your pose, but you do freeze a little bit. And because it goes every 3 seconds, you're gonna get a rhythm. So yeah, hope that makes sense. Little explanation. So yeah, first I didn't wanna make a whole video on it. But then on my Insta stories, I asked if people wanted to see a 1-minute Instagram video or like a YouTube video with a little bit more explanation. And I actually got a lot of questions asking like, how should I put my, like how do I get the camera to focus on my eyes if I run back and forth and I actually press the shutter or start my interval when I'm not standing there, so the camera has nothing to focus on. But because it's auto, instead of like a single focus point, every photo looks for something to focus on and kind of recognizes that there's a person standing there and then focuses on your eyes. It doesn't work every time, but it works like 90% of the time. So yeah, you take 10 photos, maybe one is not in focus and then the rest are, and on 8 you might look really awkward and the light is not hitting your face well, but on the 10th photo you look pretty awesome and the light is hitting you just the way it should, and then you have your new profile pic. So yeah, I did take maybe 100 photos and I ended up editing only 10, which I quite like, and the other ones I'll just delete because they weren't that good. But that's okay because I had fun running back and forth, changing, getting some volume in my hair. So good luck on taking your own profile photos, have fun with it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Yes, I filmed this already at the beginning, but it is the outro. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know in the comments, have you ever attempted taking your own photos, portrait photos? Let me know how that went. Maybe you have some tips and tricks for other people, because yeah, I'm just playing around. Yeah, just trying. So thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Hopefully I'll see you in the comments. You'll see me in my next video. Bye bye.